keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride.
What?
You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the
Oh, so it can get higher? Ooh, I get some money back? All because of what you tell me to do, huh, baby? Ah, Negro, don't be trying to take out. Look at this. See how quick you say, yep. So what you're saying is old poker face girl would agree with you.
I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, it's still my breakfast, a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James L. Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking those down no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser, I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag, young Cruiser King better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement. And this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action. Cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fast to be late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spinning flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You
stand up against a lot of L's.
Yeah.
When he went to jail.
I need somebody to hold me.
When he went to jail, that's when he dropped me against the world and was killing the streets. Even when they said it was Jay Benefit 50 Cent, bruh. When 50 came out, I ain't hear no Jay-Z music. It just stopped playing.
Tomorrow.
And with this, when 50 came out, he shut everything down. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't care what you say. To me, DMX was bigger than Shawty all day. Shawty put out 2 albums in 1 year that smoked anything he put out.
Don't cry.
Tell me what.
This life is a path to infinity.
Yes, please, kill me, bitch. I don't let you live. I'd rather die than let you fools walk all over me. Because that's what I did. I focus on other people's problems to avoid dealing with my own. I definitely got some codependency issues going on with my ex-lady. Do you fools even know what codependency is? I just read about that shit. It sucks. I got a lot of work to do.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I can beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, this the way I'm feeling. I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a killer, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game.
You're looking at me on FaceTime, and I'm telling you,
put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
With 2 candy bars with no ID and I didn't swipe the credit card. If that's your policy, is what I'm asking. If that's your policy, I'm asking you. I don't work here. I'm asking you, what is your policy? This is a reflection of you. Because you're the cashier supervisor, and then you call your boss.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
And I said, hey man,
Put me in the game.
they got it.
Yeah. put me in the can.
Racist energy all over you because you're not even willing to apologize, fix it, and point out the inconsistencies of what you know and your training and what the policies are. You're wrong. You're wrong, and I want your full name, and I'm going to reach out to the people who own this place, you're the CEO of Home Depot is my neighbor in Atlanta. Okay? So you don't have to give me a name. I'll figure it out. This is wrong.
Me and my boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in the payment. Told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. So we on big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my rolls on some big climb. Still my floor is unshakable. Run it up. I cannot quit it. I need it. I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting. I'm fighting my dogs and thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the love inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame on the I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to bars, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I ain't tripping, I won't never get tired. Cause I've been left behind, I had to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me.
I'm the first Madden player in I'm the first Madden player in history to do this. I'm one of the greatest Madden players ever.
I told you. I ain't got to stand in front of the TV or school.
Yeah.
I ain't got to stand in front of the TV and bash you. I want the greatest player in the Madden history. I want the best players in Madden history. I want the greatest players.
Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got salads. Go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue. Tricks on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street. I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood long. I still do. A real one. Only difference. My bill's bigger. I'm still with ya. I just got rich a little quicker. The same man. God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect. Far from it. What can I say, man? I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team. The thing they know not to do. Bright lights. Game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I took the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world home sheep. Mother Nature's my first shawty. Watch how so ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it's just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much. Close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
In motion comes the tight end left. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Jones. He finds Corey Davis. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, pass.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 30 yards. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
That good for 19 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Connor. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
46.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hey, 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
to throw. Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Prescott down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The point after is good, and he makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
This one is Slayton over the middle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another pass complete to Bellinger. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Bellinger, 34 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Cowboys 17. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Just a yard to go here on second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jones now. A final shot before break. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 30. The 20. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Barkley. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones to Barkley on the check down. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley from 3 yards out, and they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Giants! Wan'Dale Robinson, 41 yards. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Cowboys 25. Gano to kick off 40 yards.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Finds his tight end Ingram.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Darius Slayton with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cowboys 28. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Prescott on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Giants up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Cowboys 28. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Cowboys make over first down at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. This was not just the opener of a brand new season.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie, boy, I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like I put in the work, you can see my fingernail shirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, 'cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried 'cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can get. That's a little money and a trophy, and that's it they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a temper feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a soda, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hands sloppy, ego floppy, face Nazi, talking all Aki. Think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the wheels, I'm gonna take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top five. Take off some fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take it for the meal, hella value. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the doje, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal, done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burials, cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us?
Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe.
Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for status. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant?
You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like, you gossip.
What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like Oprah, dog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that, 14 yards on play number 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Right back to Hubbard.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Hubbard again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The drive starts with a run by White. Gets through, and now an opening. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. White, he'll try the left side. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And this one caught by Cameron Blaine. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
First down, here's White. Down to about the 45. The Buccaneers now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's White. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Run.
Now they send a man in motion right. White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The play after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for him, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They run straight ahead here with White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On third down, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Suckham. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 63 yards on the ground for him so far. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Prescott now from the 50. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down, Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mayfield on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. To throw, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Looking left side, and it's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Flushed out right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets this up past the 30. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On the draw, it's White. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. fielded at the 20. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you want, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 131 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close, sneaking.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Six yards left on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now...
And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Mayfield now. And my goodness, another interception. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
47. Hey, 47.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hubbard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe he'd think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Prescott to throw on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, a run from White. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Hubbard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the struggles in
what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way up. the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to bars, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm